name is Sama Russel, and you're listening to episode 63 of The Place of Sound. Thanks so much for tuning into this episode, and for those of you who have been following along through the past few episodes of the show, welcome back. For those of you who happen to be listening for the first time, The Place of Sound is a show that explores the theme of space or the social geography using sound and listening. We do so through a variety of audio media formats, so you can expect to do a few different types of listening in a single show. Episodes consist of what we refer to as audio portraits, or oral history-style interviews, that explore the topic of home. Soundscape compositions, which use everyday sounds to communicate the personal and social significance of a given place. And we typically end the episode with a short documentary-style piece that explores the place-based identity of the producer. The aim with these particular projects is to allow the producer to think about the places that made them who they are today. In today's episode, we are showcasing a new batch of projects produced in Professor Vincent Andrisani's most recent digital media workshop class. This is a course in the Communication and Media Studies program here at Carleton University. These projects, crafted by the communication students, offer a captivating glimpse into the diverse tapestry of human experiences through the power of audio storytelling. In this episode, we'll be listening to an audio portrait, a soundscape composition, and an audio documentary. 3 projects in total. As you listen, I encourage you to open your ears and listen attentively to the sounds that await. Allow yourself to be transported to new worlds, to walk in the shoes of another, and to immerse yourself fully in the experience that Carleton students have meticulously crafted. However, before we dive into these projects, I'd like to share with you the profound impact that sounds and listening have had on my own life. Living in 3 different cities, Tehran, Vancouver, and Ottawa, I've built memories purely through the sounds that surrounded me. From the bustling streets of city life to the tranquil melodies of nature, each sound has left its mark. The definition of home has continually evolved for me as I've moved from place to place, and my exploration to find myself never ceases. Listening to the world around me has served as an anchor, grounding me in the present moment and guiding me through the maze that is self-discovery. I delve deeper into this theme of sound and self-exploration through a project I created for this show titled A Tale of Soundscapes and Self-Discovery. This project is a personal journey through the cities I've lived in, a sonic exploration of memories, emotions, and the revelations that each location has given me. Here's a quick snippet. My earliest recollection of sounds began in the city of Tehran, the capital city of Iran. Picture a bustling city filled with motorcycles weaving through narrow streets, street markets alive with vibrant voices, and the symphony of honking horns blending harmoniously with the chatter of locals. These were the sounds that shaped my early identity and left an everlasting impression on me. If you'd like to check out the project in its entirety, head over to wherever you listen to your podcasts or on our website and select episode 50. All right, now let's dive into the projects of this episode. First up, we'll be listening to an audio portrait by Natalia Saghbini titled As Long as I'm with Family. In her piece, Natalia speaks with Helena, who tells us the story of her childhood home being sold. Helena reflects on how this experience made her reconsider the definition of home and emphasizes that it's the people around you that truly give you that feeling, rather than the physical space itself. Without further ado, Natalia, take it away.
Hi everyone, my name is Natalia Saghbini. I'm currently a fourth-year student at Carleton University. I'm taking Communications and Media Studies, and I'm creating content for my digital media class. In this piece, you'll be hearing from Helena, who talks about a core memory from her childhood. The goal of this is for you to be able to follow Helena on her journey of finding out for herself what home really is. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy.
My first childhood home was located in Manotick in Ottawa. I still remember the address to this day. It's like embedded in the back of my brain. That childhood home was everything to me. I remember our summer family barbecues where my family would invite everybody over, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins. Then when the first car would come in and my uncle would come out, I'd be waiting at the door just to welcome them in. And I remember how slowly our driveway would just get filled with so many cars, seeing as we're a pretty large family. And the barbecues would start. My dad would be doing the barbecue. My mom inside organizing the food. We would run around and play tag or a classic game like Marco Polo. But of course, once food was ready, all the kids would come out and there would be this massive table where everybody sat together. We all had tons and tons of different meals on that table. It was fun, and things like that made it feel like home. Right now, I don't actually live at that house. We've moved multiple times since. I remember random people would start to come to the house and do some evaluation. But what really started to bother me was when they started staging, the house. They started staging my house. They removed the paintings that my mom and I bought for the house and replaced them with modern art I didn't recognize at all. They were removing pillows that we bought on a road trip down to Syracuse and replaced them with blankets we never used. And I just started to not recognize the house anymore. And that hurt. That simple for sale sign outside the house turned into a sold sign. And my heart dropped. Home is not the place where I live. It's where my family is. And I realized that maybe after the second or third home after we moved, because we had the previous home from this house, we had a very nice porch, and it was summertime, and we did the barbecue again, and I realized, oh my goodness, we have the same people, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, my siblings, my parents, the same smiles, the same good times, the laughs as we did at the first house. And that's when I realized it wasn't because of the first house we had the memories and the smiles. It was the people. So I realized, to me, it's where my family is, and it's not the home itself. If I have family with me, I can call myself at home.
Thank you, Natalia and Helena, for sharing your story with us. It's indeed a jarring experience to witness the transformation of a place that once held so many memories and emotions. But being surrounded by loved ones is the only reminder we need of home. Now let's move on to the second project of the episode. We'll be listening to a soundscape composition by Janelle Hamstra titled Loop. In this piece, Janelle takes us along a path she walks daily and showcases the most prominent sounds she hears. As she navigates her loop, she reflects on the various places in life she has journeyed through and how far she has come to be the person she is today. Janelle, over to you.
Hi, my name is Janelle. I'm in my 4th year at Carleton University, where I've been studying communications and media. In this soundscape composition titled Loop, you'll come along with me on a walk around the loop I've been walking pretty much every day for the last 4 years. I love the sounds on this walk, and I love the things I've discovered while walking it even more. As you listen, maybe you'll recognize some of the sounds you hear. The paths I take are really popular, but I know my loop is unique to me. I've walked the same loop every day for the last 4 years. I've never considered switching my route. If I did, I would have to think about where I'm going geographically instead of where I'm going in life. The first time I stood underneath this bridge, I was 18, new to the city, and getting over my first breakup. I listened to the cars, wondered where I was, and thought about who I would be in a city where nobody knew me, as if I had control over that. I was 19 when I first appreciated the noise of the falls. Standing in front of the falls forced me to tune out of myself and tune into the power of the water. I had made my mark in my new city, but I didn't feel good about it. It was here I remembered how to pray. On this path in the park, accompanied by chipmunks and birds, at 20 years old, I thought about how far I'd come. It was the first time I felt that maybe this is who I honestly am. Now, as I close the loop and approach my house, I realize my story has never been as peaceful as it is now. Now I know who I am. Now I know why I'm here.
Thank you, Janelle, for this immersive exploration of your daily soundscape. As someone who has also experienced transformation during my time in Ottawa, I deeply resonate with your piece. Before we continue on to the last project of the episode, here's a quick public service announcement from the Carleton Communications Society.
Hey everyone!
My name is Laura Kowalski, and I'm the current president for Carleton Communications Society.
And my name is Aidan Ormonde, and I'm the vice president of the Carleton Communications Society. We wanted to take a few seconds to tell you about the Carleton Communications Society for those of you who might not be familiar. The Carleton Communications Society is a group of dedicated students who work endlessly to make the communication and media studies community the best it can be. We organize networking events for communication and media studies students to meet professors, alumni, and peers. We host casual mixers for you to make friends and participate in games and activities, and overall, we attempt to foster a sense of belonging amongst students so you can connect with one another in the communication and media studies program.
Together, we work hard to create a positive and inclusive environment for every student. Whether it's planning exciting school events, providing networking opportunities, or helping you to figure out where a degree in communication and media studies can take you, Carleton Communication Society is here for you. By joining Carleton Communication Society as a general member, you gain access to our monthly newsletters, early access to our activities, discounts at events, as well as the ability to add Carleton Communication Society general membership to your co-curricular record as a CCR credit.
To join the Carleton Communication Society as a general member so you don't miss out on any of the fun activities and events we have going on this year, you can visit our Instagram at CUComSociety. Click the link in our bio to sign up to be a general member to make sure you stay up to date with all things communication and media studies.
Thanks!
And make sure to join CCS.
Now onto the final project of the episode. We'll be listening to Aidan Donnelly's audio documentary titled Dear Mom and Dad. In this emotional piece, Aidan dedicates her heartfelt words to her parents. As she reminisces on her favorite childhood memories, she expresses deep gratitude for her parents being there for her through both the good times and the bad. Aidan shares clips from some of her home videos and highlights the passions she has developed due to her parents' influence. Aidan, over to you.
Hi there, listeners. My name is Aidan Donnelly, and I'm in my fourth and final year of the Honors Communications and Media Studies program at Carleton University. In this audio documentary, we delve into the timeless connections that bind us to the roots of our existence, our parents. Dear Mom and Dad is an ode to the architects of my world, a humble attempt to express the gratitude that often goes unspoken in the whirlwind of life. My goal for this piece was to take listeners on a heartfelt journey through the stories that shaped us, the lessons that define us, and the love that connects us. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoy it. Dear Mom and Dad, it has been very difficult to write this letter. Truthfully, I have no words that feel sufficient to begin. I can practically hear my dad saying, "I don't believe there's ever been a moment when you have nothing to say." And to that I say, he was right, as always. But today, as I attempt to put a pen to paper, I find myself struggling. I guess I will just start with, thank you. Thank you for giving me the childhood that every kid dreams of. The big house with a big yard and a swing set. princess-themed birthday parties and bedtime stories. Thank you for giving me my best friend.
Hey, let's hear you, Lock.
You're almost sunshine. You make me happy. But just again, you never know, dear, for how much I love you.
Please don't.
It makes sense in a way.
Yay! Very good, buddy.
In 2006, I became a sister. My sassy, independent 4-year-old self had no idea that 9 pounds and a smile would shock my whole little world. He was, and forever will be, my baby brother. Thank you for teaching me to be strong, and for loving me even when I wasn't. High school was the most challenging period of my life. My memories are still vivid. It seems like yesterday that I ignored my body's pleas for help, oblivious that the negative thoughts and feelings were the result of the depression and anxiety filling my body. I know I scared you, and for that, I will always be sorry. I remember the day you stopped leaving me home alone for any period of time. The occasional work from home day became a daily routine. I know the sacrifices you made, and I will forever be grateful. While fading, these memories remain vivid because they are memories. Memories that are part of my story, part of who I am. Because while I remember these days, I also remember the good ones. The days when I was home alone again, and every day since. Thank you for teaching me to love life.
Ready? Very good.
Thank you for teaching me to love music. If it were up to my dad, I would probably be named Stevie Ray. Since I can remember, my house was filled with the ambience of my dad strumming the tune to a Jason Isabel song. I remember the Christmas when my first guitar was under the tree. I also remember strumming on that mini-sized acoustic non-stop. Sorry about that. My love for music has not decreased from that day. I play music every day. It is when I feel most at home, at peace, safe. Thank you for sharing your passion with me. Thank you for teaching me to love my hometown, but for also giving me the strength to leave. I grew up in a small town, the kind where everyone knows each other, which, if you ask me, is a blessing and a curse. I love my small town, the Saturday morning farmers markets and charming community events. But the know your neighbor type community isn't always sunshine and rainbows. Sure, they may remember your birthday, but they're also quick to spread rumors when your few days missing from school turns to weeks, then months. I never thought I would leave my small town, move to Ottawa, have a new life. I remember the days when leaving home felt impossible. The feeling I would get in my stomach as I watched my friends start planning what's next. Thank you for teaching me to grow, for showing me what I'm capable of, for giving me the strength to live my life. I am proud of how far I've come, the lessons I have learned, the things I have overcome. the person I have become. I am grateful. Grateful for the people who have helped me get here. For the people who never questioned my strength, who never gave up on me. So, Mom and Dad, my dear parents, my best friends, thank you for being my pillars of strength, my partners in crime, my biggest cheerleaders. I love you more than words can express, and I am forever grateful. Sincerely, the favorite child.
Thank you, Natalia, Janelle, and Aidan, for sharing your projects with us. And thank you for tuning in to this episode of The Place of Sound. Each project on our show is a testament to the creativity and storytelling of the students in the communications program here at Carleton University. We hope that the stories and sounds you've experienced today have left a lasting impression, sparking curiosity, empathy, and perhaps even a newfound appreciation for the power of audio storytelling. If you're interested in checking out more, have a look at theplaceofsound.ca, where you're not only able to hear more audio media, but in some cases, to see some of the original photos and the writing that students produce to go along with it. There's also a featured work section on the site's blog, where you can access some notable individual projects, and in the classes section, you can have a look at some of the work produced in each of the previous semesters. Again, thanks for tuning into this episode, and we'll catch you next time on The Place of Sound.